Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dayport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Going to do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this 2009 Bobcat T300 that came in and we're putting up for sale. Like always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions, I'll get up close to everything, I'll show you everything that I see, tell you everything that I know. Then of course we'll fire it up, we'll run it through its paces, we'll show you how tight the pins are up front. Let's hear the engine. Show you the hydraulics are strong, it turns strong. As always, if you are in the market for a used skid steer, a used piece of construction equipment, or a used piece of ag equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for machines find our videos and find our machines, and we truly, truly do appreciate it. All right, if you've been around the channel anytime at all, you know we love older, clean, pre-emissions machines. And here we have one, an 09 Bobcat T300 with 1,293 original hours, cab, heat, air, high flow, SJC controls. It is power Bobtach, self-leveling bucket, forestry package. Of course, these are 3,000 pound lift capacity. This one has creep mode. As I get up close to everything, you'll see how nice it is. Hydraulics are very strong. These front pins are very tight. We'll show you that here in a little bit when we fire it up. Only thing I know of is the fuel gauge intermittently kicks in and out, so sometimes it says that it's empty when it's not. So the fuel gauge has an intermittent issue. Sometimes it works just like it's supposed to, sometimes it doesn't. But you'll see here, very, very clean machine, all original, hardly any paint chipped off up here, barely flaked off at all. As you can see, that white paint is very bright. Those original decals are good, couple little scratches in them there, but honestly a beautiful old pre-emissions machine that's very, very nice. Couple little scuffs here on the loader, couple little ones there, but for an 09 machine, you can see how bright white that paint is. Looking at the tracks, tread depth, I'm gonna say is at least 60%. I think I'm being very fair there. Just has a little bit of weather checking in some spots. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but there is a little bit of weather checking in them. Sorry, they've got a little bit of mud on them from us running around out here. But very deep tread depth. Lots of life there as far as that goes. Sprockets are really good, lots of life left there. And then as you see here on this side rail, the undercarriage still retains 90% of that original gray paint. Just very, very nice there. Looking at the side of the frame, as you can see here, very, very nice. Still retains 95% or more paint. Honestly, it's probably a lot more than that, but just a tiny little speck down there where it's flaked off just a little bit. Couple little scuffs, little scratch there, but very, very nice for an old pre-emissions machine. Has the metal shields on the forestry kit there. Looking at this side on the rear here, as you can see, that white paint is very bright. Those decals are in really good shape, especially for old decals. Down here really doesn't have hardly much of any paint. There's just a little bit starting to flake off right around the edges. Much better than most. And then coming around to the back, as you see, even the orange door is still a nice bright orange. Hasn't sat outside probably at all. As you can see there, that orange is nice and bright. Couple little scuffs around the bottom, but no big dents or dings there to speak of in the door. Doesn't look like it's ever been backed into anything or anything like that. They've added this secondary mesh grill over the top there. Couple little scuffs in the paint there, a couple little nicks and scratches. There's that shroud around the exhaust. Again, coming over to this side, looking at this rear corner, that white paint's nice and bright. Couple little scuffs here and there. Couple like little scratches here in the paint. Really not flaking off much down here. Again, those decals are pretty darn good, especially for the age. That metal shroud on this side looks really good. No major dents or dings in that. Looking at the track on this side, matches up really well to the other side. can see how deep the tread bars are there. Again, does have some weather checking here. Not awful, but there is definitely some weather checking. Taking a look at the sprockets on this side. Again, they match up to the other side. Lots of life left there. And then side rail here, this undercarriage, again, as you can see, still retains a ton of that original gray paint. Couple little scuffs and scratches in the paint, but again, for a 09, very, very nice machine. Over here on this side, again, still retains a ton of that white paint. Even the bolts the bolt heads don't hardly have any kind of rust on them or anything. Looking at the loader arm on this side, again, very, very straight. That white paint is very nice. A couple little scuffs up here, a couple little nicks there. That decal's in pretty darn good shape. Of course, I don't see any cracks or welds or plating anywhere on the loader arms or the back of the skid steer mount plate. Everything looks really good there. It does have a high capacity Bobcat bucket. As you can see, that shows very, very little wear. A couple little scratches in the bucket here and there. No big dents or dings or bows in that bucket though. We'll go around and look in the engine compartment at my favorite part of these old machines. The lovely pre-emissions Kubota diesel engines. As you can see in there, very, very clean. No oil or diesel running down the side of the block. No stains. Just very, very clean in here. Inside of that back door is nice and straight. Everything over here. Down in by that battery, everything's good. Air breather. Just a very, very nice old pre-emissions machine. We'll go take a look at the cab and interior. We'll look up here at the front first. Even down here, still retains a ton of that white paint. Just a few little nicks and scratches down here. Steps are in really good shape. A lot of times you'll see these are bent up. Steps are nice and straight. All the glass is in good shape. I don't see any cracks or spider webbing in any of the glass anywhere. Down here in the floorboard, as you can see, very, very nice on the inside. Looking at that seat, that bottom seat cushion's in good shape. I don't see any cuts or tears there. Same thing with that backrest. Joystick control on this side, as you can see, is in very, very good shape. You can still see the buttons very well. The little white paint on the buttons is still very clear. Everything's in good shape there. Coming over to this side, again, everything on this joystick, very, very clean. You can see all your buttons very well. Your controls, your power Bobtach. 1294 hours. So it was 1293. We've run it around a little bit here. It's ticked over to 1294. We kind of checked everything out. Like I said, that fuel gauge is the only thing I know of intermittently works and sometimes doesn't. Everything in here, very clean. That's where you step up into the cab here. That grip tape is in really good shape. Still retains almost all of that original grip tape. Tops of these cylinders look good. Nothing looks like it's ever had any issues up here. Very, very nice. Does have the shield by the hydraulic ports. All right, like I said, this one's a 2009 T300 with the lovely pre-emissions Kubota diesel engine. Lots of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. If you have any questions or comments, comment down below. If you have questions, we'll try to answer them down there. We'll get it fired up and get right into an operational video.